What's going on, everybody? It's Cole Thompson here with Kentuckiana Hoops interview series with Jack Edelen to start it off. So tell me, Jack, what's it been like being a hilltopper down in Western Kentucky?
Yeah, I moved down here probably first week of June, so I've been down here for a little over a month. I absolutely love it so far. There's no kids on campus besides like some of the athletes, but just started a little summer class. I got like dance appreciation going on, so got practice going on and weight. So I'm just kind of just trying to get through it for the summer right now.
There you go. And how's that been? No students on campus. Basketball. I'm sure you guys are going, at least twice a day, probably. So how's that kind of
Yeah,
adjusting?
yeah, for sure. I think it was hard for me to adjust like just your body. You're not used to just lifting real heavy, and then we're doing open gym, we're doing individuals in practice, so my body definitely wasn't used to it, but I think I got used to it probably after that first month. Like once we came back in July, I was kind of used to it. But yeah, it's definitely fun just to compete with those guys every day, and being under Coach Lutz and new staff, so just being able to learn as much as I can.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys. Excited. So now let's backtrack back to the seventh region title, getting to go play at Rupp Arena, competing for a state championship. Kind of give everyone like what was that like, that feeling, and just that experience.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think for me and Michi especially, we had been a year before and kind of we were a really hyped team and ended up getting beat in the first round, getting upset in overtime. So I think coming back, nobody thought we would come back just because we had lost so many pieces. So I think it was really important for us just to, we didn't really feel the hype as much as my junior year, so it kind of caused us to be more focused and having young guys, they hadn't experienced it before, so I think just them kind of following our lead and just kind of staying level headed. But I mean, it was a cool experience. You got the whole school coming down for the first game, just being at Rupp and actually getting to stay there for more than one day. So it was tough losing to Douglas like we did. They went on a 13-0 run, but to end the game. But I mean, it was definitely a great experience, and getting to play with my dad on staff, playing with Coley Swag for the last time. So it was definitely a great experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys made a heck of a run.
Yep.
And being in Louisville, you're probably one of the hardest working players, growing up, and especially just working your tail off to get to where you're at now. So for players that want to get to the D1 level, I mean, what's kind of the work ethic look like, and what advice do you have to those players that want to get to the level that you're at?
Yeah, for sure. What I kind of tell people is like, Division One players, they kind of have like they have that Division One work ethic before they become Division One. Like you don't need anybody to tell you that you're Division One to start working hard. Like it doesn't nothing changes once you get here. I saw a quote the other day, and it's kind of been my favorite quote, which is, "Are you willing to sprint when the distance is unknown?" So that was kind of my whole thing. Like especially with high school guys now, like you don't know if you're going to get recruited. Like it's just so much harder. So the advice I would give to those guys, just younger guys looking to get recruited, like are you willing to? Even me right now, I'm a freshman coming in. Am I willing to go hard and practice every day? I might not get the playing time. Are you willing to go put the work in behind the scenes if you're not getting the offers that you want? So I think just that quote, if you're willing to work no matter what, no matter who's watching you, like you'll be fine. You just gotta because it's all you. Nobody else can tell you what. I can't give you a blueprint of what you need. Like everybody's different. So I think if you're just willing to work as hard as you can and just keep going even when things aren't going your way. I
Right.
think fine.
Right. And you're one of those guys, like not probably the most genetically gifted.
Right.
Some of these guys get it genetically, they're just gifted, God gifted with it. But
Yeah.
you grinded and to other guys that grind, it's possible, right? And you kind of paved the way for that and showed people. So that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
So now tell us, being down at WKU under new staff, I mean, what's kind of the day in the life like? I know we just talked before we got on here. You were at practice, just got out. So I mean, kind of, what time you waking up and then how's the day in and just give us the rundown.
Yeah, so we usually have 8:30 breakfast every day. And then we'll have about probably I mean, I come straight to the gym and I shoot. We'll have practice at 10, so I get some shots up before that. So like just now we just got done and then we'll usually play pickup probably 2 or 3 times a week right after that. So we'll go from like 10 to 11. And then we'll do open gym right after that for about 30, 45 minutes. And then there's lift. So there's two groups that go. There's a group that goes at 2 o'clock and a group that goes at 3:15. I'm the 3:15 group. So uh, go get some lunch in between. And then after lift, everybody has to come back and make 300 shots a day. That's kind of this thing. Like you got to get your 300 in. So the GAs will help rebound, or you can go on the gun. I'm more of a gun guy. I think I still kind of think it's weird just having somebody like rebound for me. Like I feel bad for him kind of, but so I'm more of a gun guy. But uh, I love like the whole I guess identity that he's given us right now. Like just the whole kind, he kind of is giving us the identity of kind of like Bowling Green Town. Like everybody's just a bunch of hard workers. Like you might not be the sexiest city or the best looking team, but I mean we're gonna work hard and we're gonna go just play harder than everybody else. So I think that's kind of the identity he's given us. We're working on a lot of defensive stuff early on. So I think just kind of giving us that identity that he's trying to set the tone early. So I love that. I love that about our staff, and I think we'll be fine going forward.
Good. Well, again, I said it earlier. I'm super excited for you guys. Conference USA, it's going to be a dogfight this year between a couple teams.
Yeah, yeah. You got I think like four new teams in there. So
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So that's good. So last question for you, Jack. So, you talked about earlier, you got to play with Coley Swag. So I'm sure you guys have played a lot of one-on-ones in your day.
Yeah.
But last question. If you and Coley Swag were to play a game one-on-one today, all right, playing to 11 by ones and twos, who's winning and what's the final score prediction?
Does it make it take it or no?
We'll go make it take it. Yeah.
I don't know. If Cole gets hot, like he's hard to guard, dude. But I think I'll win just because I don't think he can guard me, and I think defensively I'm better than him. He's not good
Confidence. I
defensively.
love it.
If he gets hot, but he has beat me a couple of times where he just gets hot and he like won't miss. So it's
Hey,
kind of
well,
ridiculous.
it takes a man to say that on this interview, so I appreciate it.
Sure, for sure.
All right, well, everybody, this is Jack Edelen. Tune in to Western Kentucky this year. Male alum, so Louisville people support him. And then he's got all the Kentuckiana hoop support. So, Jack, we appreciate your time, man, and keep grinding away. We're supporting you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother.
Yep.